All right, I'm on for live for 10 minutes because, well, maybe a little less than 10 minutes. Somebody very, very, very important has just popped into the studio. Let me not just get emotional in any way. Oh, the back camera is just, my in-studio back camera is not working. So it's going to be the full focus on him. And I'm not sure if, well, I'm sure a lot of people may recognize, one, the voice, two, the face. Steinberg Henry, good afternoon. And welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Joseph.
Welcome
It's
back.
a pleasure to be seated. This microphone feels good.
Yes,
it's strong.
I'm not sure if you're familiar with how the studio was before, but we have DBS's main studio. This TED Daily Studio has completely changed.
Yeah.
It's more spacious.
Yeah.
We have let me not waste the time. I have a few minutes with you.
Yeah,
Steinberg, how are you doing,
It's
Steinberg?
nice to know,
Yes.
as long as you're enjoying,
Yes.
you're enjoying what you're doing. I remembered, it's a simple story, and it just came to mind.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I work intuitively. I remembered when I sat where you were, in a
Yes.
completely different studios,
Yes.
with a nice little 5-channel board thing,
Yes.
and 2 turntables, and cart players. And I was on the afternoon and really doing my thing, 3:45 and stuff, 4:45, and so enjoying myself. And then I got a call, and I picked up the telephone, and I said, hello. And the person said, hello, good afternoon. This is Jefferson Charles, Jeff Charles. Jeff Charles was the first manager of DBS.
Yes.
And I said, hello, thank you. How are you? It's nice. Oh, I feel good. Jeff Charles is calling me. So he told me, it's good to hear you. I enjoy listening to you. I like the work that you are doing. And he asked me a question.
Mm-hmm.
He said, where are you seated now?
Okay.
And I said, I'm in Studio 1. And he said, you are in continuity. I never forgot that. What did it mean? There is never a break in radio. So you hear guys say, we'll take a break and we'll be back. There's no break.
I think from now on, I will not say we'll take a break.
There's no break.
I think I will more say it. We'll take a continuance.
Or we'll return to this.
Right after.
Or we'll have right after this. But there's never a break. And I learned that. And of course, there are lots of other things I learned. I sat there, one more thing. I sat there with Dennis Joseph when I first came on. I was 22. And I started. And I entered and he called me and told me, come over. He was doing what we called in the top 40. Joseph, I think you should do a top 40 or top 20 or something. And he said, he sort of, can I talk?
Yes.
And he said,
yes.
Okay, we're going to introduce a song. We're going to introduce number 13. So I'm here, and number 13, I still remember the song. It was Michael Jackson's Let Me Show You the Way to Go. And he put on his microphone and said, ladies and gentlemen, we have a wonderful young man here. He's going to tell you who he is and what he's doing. And I said, I'm here with Mr. Dennis Joseph, introducing the top 4. He turned up the microphone and he said, in radio, there's no mister.
Basically what I'm doing, everything that you see, I will try to no longer say from now on, we're gonna take a break.
Yeah.
And I mean I have to break out of the habits because it's been I can say branded in me a little bit.
Yes.
And I think from now on I don't think I will say Mr. anymore.
Because when you go out with Curtis to do a broadcast, Curtis Matthew is your acting general manager.
Yes.
Let's say you happen to go on a live stream. A person in radio, he is your general manager when you are in public spaces doing public events and so on. You say Mr. Matthew. But when you're on air, it's hi Curtis, hi Joseph. There's never Mr. Marty on air. It's a strange thing. It's a very, very strange thing. A lot of people, I hear it's become so ubiquitous, meaning so widespread.
Mm-hmm.
People call people Miss, people call people Mr., people call people Mrs., all that on radio. But radio gave you your full name. Radio was more interested in your designation, who you were, what you did, what position, what instrumental role you played in society, rather than whether you were a Miss. Everybody could see whether you're a Miss or you're a Miss. I don't know if that's a precursor to something else. But those are some little things. But the continuity one, that's a nice one. I like that one from Jeff.
Yeah, yes.
You know, and get a new way of thinking it out. If you saw Ivona walk into the studio to speak with you, say, she's really your program director, but then she sits at the microphone with you. She's Ivona and you are Joseph. Basic in radio. It's one of those difficult things to capture, but that is part of the culture of radio. We call people by first names, and when we write news, we do not refer to people as Mr. So-and-so. We give their designations, Minister so-and-so, the educator, whatever the person's role is, because that is sociologically significant. By that I mean it matters to the society what the person does, not whether the person is a Mr. or a Miss or a Mrs. So just such a little moment. But don't let me talk too much. I'm leaving. What song are you going to play for me? You can't let me leave without playing me a song. Which song do I like?
I have Bingo's Developments.
You have Bingo's Development?
Yes.
I
Bingo.
like Lady S, Silver Lake
Okay,
again.
all right, okay. I will play Lady S
Silver Lake
just
again.
for you.
Oh.
I will play Lady S just for you.
And if you happen to
the instant, not having to take it off the needle, dust it off, put it on, it's instant.
Yes,
right
it
now,
is.
Steinberg.
Wow. No, well, I mean, what is it? You may have the instancy, if there's a word we create in radio.
Yes.
But, for instance, if you are going to play Lady S this afternoon, or you're going to play Bingo, or you're going to play Abia, or Shanice, or Joy, if you're going to play them, how come you do not have one of them as a guest?
Not as yet.
You see,
Not
so
as yet.
this
you
understand the
what
drift?
you say. Yes, I understand what you say.
So then we may have, and I was not speaking about you particularly, but how come they are not guests?
I understand what
Because
you're
they are not just quote Calypsonians.
They
They are people with,
as well.
They are people
Yes,
with
they are
a particular socialization, a
Yes,
particular culture.
yes.
They come from a particular society and community. They have parents, they have brothers, they have sisters, they have talents, they have a profession or an occupation. What are these things? How do they come to write? Why do they write this particular kind of songs? Who writes for them? The Dominica Calypso Association should have, at every event, all the broadcast houses should have a copy of all the Calypsonians. They have them. I hear them call them out.
True,
the title
true.
of their song. And also, more significantly, who wrote the song. We should let that be known also. So we determine an artist's quality. Some artists are better when they write their own songs. You realize how controversial that subject can be.
It can be, but with the right person, like yourself, of course, we can sift through the what may appear to be confusing or misunderstanding with someone like you. With
Thank
someone
you.
like you.
Thank
Steinberg, I have
You-
to.
you
we
have
have
to go.
to. Not we do. We don't have to go because we are. as you
No.
educated me, we are continuing, but
Oh.
on a different routes. May I say it like that?
Yes.
We have to continue on a different road. We have to get off the highway and take the
Yes, you
exits.
take
on
detours,
this. But
every
we are
month.
still continuing.
Yes, you
We are
got it.
still
Keep in
continuing.
mind the word continuing.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a continuous exercise. Yeah. It's a pleasure, man.
Thank you.
Nice
It
to
was
find you,
An honor
touch base with you.
to have you here.
And
I
I'd like
have-
to
I have-
speak.
I have
There's
your
a person
friend-
who listens to you very often, Julie London, in Houston,
Speak-
Texas.
Can I say speak of the devil? Seriously, Julie literally just messaged me. My dear friend, Say hi to Steinberg Henry, my partner.
Wow.
So happy to hear him on DBS. I am here in Houston listening to the both of you all.
Oh,
Julie London.
Julie just celebrated her
Her birthday.
yeah.
In fact, 2 days, Steinberg.
Yeah.
She celebrated both days. Ivona is in studio, not Mrs. Luge. Ivona,
That is
as you
it.
just educated me.
That is it.
Stephen is, he's around as well. We
Yes.
have our good friends from Fine Foods coming in, or they're here.
Wow.
So we're going off the main road a little bit into an exit, and we're gonna be back in about. We're going to get back onto the main road in about 90 seconds time with our good friends from Fine Food Steinberg. Mrs. Ivona, not Mrs. Luge. Ivona. You see, I'm trying to learn fast there. I'm trying to learn fast.
But keep in mind, if you were to go to a public event and you were to introduce her as a speaker, you would say, our next speaker is Ivona, John Baptist Luge. You have to remember the full person. She is so-and-so at so-and-so and so-and-so. So it's people's designation that matters, not whether they are Miss or Mrs. But certainly it's a pleasure to meet you.
Again.
Mr. Fadul? No, that's wrong. I'm just joking.
Steinberg Henry, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice. A pleasure.
Steinberg Henry, ladies and gentlemen.
Pleasure.
We are going to take a detour on our continuance this afternoon, and we'll be back in about 90 seconds on the main road with our good friends from Fine Foods. We'll be right back.
Okay, thank you.
Lady S 2025